Oh gosh, I stepped away from this game for the full 24 hours and now we have so much wheat. Alright, in that case, let's sell almost everything, because upgrading these costs a little bit of wheat. And we're good to go. So yeah, everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to some more, let's just sell everything. Welcome back to some more ball X pit, ball cross pit, ball by pit, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let's upgrade every single resource structure that we have, because at this point, harvesting no longer matters. In fact, like the actual harvest bounce mode, kind of a waste of time. Just let the game run for 24 hours. It's fine. Unfortunately, it is one of those where it's not really built. I almost kind of wonder if oh no, the offline harvesting does not include the guy that, the structure that just fires out. Wait, where did he go? Oh no. He just fired off, so clearly he exists somewhere. Hey, come, what's the structure? Gatherer's hut. There's the Gatherer's hut. Oops. Yeah, I wonder if I would benefit from just having a bunch of Gatherer's huts. Probably. Let's see. Well, I should probably also upgrade that thing. Now let's go back to upgrading. Is there anything else that can be? No. Yeah, I wonder if Gatherer's huts specifically work with the offline gathering. I'll have to play around with that. Yeah, I must have moved the Gatherer's hut off to the side. Not that it really makes a difference, but I might be able to use that to automatically build things when I'm away. I don't know if that counts under the gathering setup. Oop. Because yeah, it might be worth putting him in with a... Well, is it even worth putting him in with a gold mine? Because it seems like we make way more money from resources, specifically stone. And so having like oodles of stone in the general vicinity and then selling that is probably going to be the most useful thing that I can do. Oh, I really wish there was a upgrade multiple things quickly. As far as I know, there isn't. It means, yeah, we have to manually do this for the forest and everything. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead. Okay, so now that I've hyper boosted all of my crops so that they will farm a ton, what happened here? It was very strange. Well, it's okay. They got into like an exact loop and didn't break out of it, which is unusual. Bonus intelligence. I think everything else is good. We're still trying to finish this guild. I have more money than sense, so we can just harvest again as much as we want. Because I want to finish this thing. If I can. Okay, so this can no longer be upgraded, so let's scoot it out. I don't know, pop it there. Build Gatherer's hut. One more time. Sure. There we go. And they've broken out of containment, which is maybe not great. I don't think it really matters. Okay, so I'm just going to send these off. Cogitator. Because yeah, harvesting no longer matters in the way that it used to. Let's see, what would I move? Archery range? Yeah, we no longer need an archery range there. Put that there. I guess I'll leave it in the corner. Just so none of these guys will bounce out. That has to stay open. Take two of these and put them here just so we don't have this weird nook. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's actually do a run. I've seen some people specifically clamoring for me to do broodmother egg sac. So I think we're going to do just that. I think this is a build that another YouTuber pulled off, and, you know, normally I don't like spring for stuff other YouTubers do, but like, why not? At least in this case. Also, holy shit, I think we need that extra fire rate to make this work. Let's see, what do we need? Do we need any of these? No. Do we want any of them? Hard to tell. I'm going to banish these two and reroll. We're not... There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is... Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've done something similar to this, but maybe I just didn't overcommit to it, or it doesn't really matter. More lasers are always fun. I think I've just been playing around with like a gazillion different builds. I'm starting to lose track of which ones I've done, which ones I haven't done. And it messes with me. So, what do we benefit from? What do we want to go for? I guess I'm going to snag that. Ideally, we want cornucopia, if we can pull it off. So we're looking for the warhorn, we're looking for the... let's see, we're looking for warhorn, we're looking for baby rattle. Anything else I could want? Honestly, this strike through. Yeah, we probably want this strike through. We could be silly. Okay, so we have bandage roll, which is shoot 1 to 3 baby balls every time you're healed. I'm not really going for a heal build on this one, more egg sac. Because we could pick up an iron orb, get shotgun into the mix. Holy laser. I've always been curious about egg sac shotgun. What would that even do? But the likelihood of us getting that, kind of low. Let's go radiant feather. Just for the speed. Because we want the pierce, but having like turballs isn't the worst idea. Alright. Well, things are getting sufficiently hosed. The damage on it is still kind of here and there. I think my baby balls do anywhere between 20 to 25 damage, give or take. Which is not like the most amazing numbers ever, especially as we get into harder and harder difficulties. Then again, some part of that limited damage number, yeah, we're just going fission on this one. Not my favorite, but that's okay. Yeah, more egg sac. What I really should do is actually get my holy laser up to max, if I can manage that. Oh, there's the baby rattle. Just as valuable. Get absolutely murked, dude. There it is. He is positively incandescent. I don't think he wants to be. Alright, level up. Let's grab the ghostly corset. Fusion reactor. Put these two together. Spider Queen, holy laser. Chance of birthing an egg sac every time it hits an enemy. Spawn balls from Spider Queen have the same properties as holy laser. Doesn't really feel like it's doing what I want it to do. Oh. I know why. It's that fire rate problem again. Okay, fission for A level. That's a little rough. So here's the issue. I am spending so much of my time and effort firing, so we might want to consider something else for egg sac. I legitimately might have too many baby balls. Oh, we should have done maggot. Is the issue. Well, I mean, we can do both builds. So the issue with this one is we actually just have too many baby balls in the mix. And so, I mean, the holy laser combo is still working. I mean, look at that. They're just constantly shooting. But it takes a very long time before I get to fire my... Okay, this is just terrible. It takes a long time before I get to fire my ball a second time. There we go. The extra speed should help dramatically. But yeah, if we just turn this off. Well, yeah. Yeah, because we're reloading. It takes a long time to get those comboed out. Fission. Wow, this is rough. Luckily, none of it matters. Like, we've already got the combo we need, and we'll probably just win as a result of it. But I think I'm gonna try this again with the shotgunner guy that fires all of his balls at once. There's a couple of builds that would make this work. Okay. Do I want to just get radiation beam? Yeah. It didn't really work the way I wanted it to. It's still good. I mean, you see the lasers, but it's like, oh, grass is greener. And also this combo has problems. But it is fine. Alright. Luckily we can just kind of slap these guys. I guess if I just aim upwards. Yeah, and I can just turn auto fire back on. I think we're actually doing fine. I was worried for a second that we were locked firing so many baby balls that we couldn't do anything else. There we go. Evolution available. Going for the wings. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd be able to get the cornucopia, but there is some fear that that would not work here. But yeah, I'll have to try this build again with either the Desperado guy, who I think fires all of his balls like much, much faster. Let's see. Oh, there's the Warhorn. Possibly too little too late. We don't know. And yeah, I think this is working. Oh, you know what we should do? Just straight comparison. Let's just take a screenshot of Spider Queen version of this with Spider Queen version versus was it not Broodmother? I forget the name of it. The Broodmother plus Cell combo. Maggots. There we go. Because I think maggots are probably the better combo. They're more reliable, but it's difficult to tell. Yeah, I guess I should probably switch back to the side-to-side hits rather than the front. Because, yeah, we're going to get many more hits because we currently strike through side to side. Got cornucopia. All things considered, the damage is good. Okay, 1 to 2 baby balls every time baby balls are created. It's too many baby balls, man. But at least the multitude of lasers does not stop. I just think I usually would do better with, like, hemorrhage. We could try all three. Hemorrhage maggots. Do we want maggots? I don't know, actually. I don't really care about the damage. I was really hoping we get our hands on Strike Through Cloak. But it looks like that's a no. So I'll just grab that for the time being. Could have grabbed the ball, but we're like right at the end. And it is nutty good. Little laser bug is extremely effective. I'm curious about how it's going to do against the Skeleton Lord. But considering the last run I had, like, the damnedest time even hitting him, I think this is going to be comical. It is a little difficult finding the angle on this. It seems like we're just kind of hitting him regardless. So, I'm just gonna not think about it. It is weird to be in a situation where, like, I legitimately cannot tell if aiming matters. This is why I wanted to pick up the Lover's Quiver. Just in the off chance it would heal me. Alright, and the answer is... chunk of money. Okay. Honestly, DPS was pretty bad. 402 DPS is terrible. However, the baby ball damage was insane. Cornucopia even more so. So 2,000 damage on baby balls, 2,200 on Cornucopia, only 4,000 on the Spider Queen Holy Laser. So, it could be better. Alright, let's try that again. So let's do Cohabitants. Oh, we can upgrade this. There we go. We now have the Snowy Shores. Now, obviously, this might throw things off a little bit, but that's fine. So we're going to do Cohabitants plus... let's see. Can't mix Spendthrift in. Constantly launches balls, if any are available. Can move... yeah, shoots twice as fast. And constantly launches balls if they're available. So this is obviously going to mess with it a little bit. We're not going to have the full bounce bonus that the other character had, but it's fine. Okay, and there's Cell Ball. And there's the Ghostly Corset. So this is almost assuredly going to have a higher DPS, probably. Does depend a little bit on what we get. I think I'd still like to go for much of the combo that we had the last time. I'm going to throw in the bow. Just because fire rate really does seem to matter. Oh, we can't turn off auto fire. So we don't know. But I want to be able to empty my entire lineup more or less as soon as I have it. Well, there's Warhorn. That's a good sign. And we have the cells, so we don't need to worry about that in that regard. I still think mixing Maggot with, like, Sun would probably be better. We could try it, because the laser is visually impressive. I'm gonna banish Egg Sac. Banish all of those. Go for Maggot, go for the free reroll. No, I have to go for Baby Rattle. The lasers will show up, the baby rattle's harder to find. I say that now, I'm not confident. But I do wonder if baby rattle cornucopia sun. I mean, the real absurd one would be baby rattle. Oh no, you wouldn't be able to do it. Let's see. Don't benefit from another cell. I would like to level those up. But I think I should be chasing the lasers instead. Damn, got it. I mean, it's fine. It sets me up for an evolution, and a good one. It's fun watching them go over the ice and be like, whoop, 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 desync a little. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna snag it for the time being. We're still hoping for those lasers, but if I can't find them, we're going sun. Because if we're lucky, it's one of the... Oh, how would it even work? It might be one of those where I'd have to mix in flash in retrospect, rather than sun to make it work. Yeah, it's infest enemies on hit with maggots. Unless it's one of those where the sun causes the maggot, but the maggot doesn't inherit the sun. I don't know. Game needs more banishes. Let's go for the cornucopia. Well, we're clearing fields. That's always a good sign. Because that causes a lot more enemies to spawn here. And I suppose I'll take it. The problem is what I really need is the vertical laser. And this is going to be a lot harder if I don't get it. Yeah, I guess I'll just grab the sun. It'd be interesting if there was like a full sandbox, like training dummy mode you could throw yourself into. I actually would kind of appreciate that. Okay, let's get maggot. Let's get the evolution. Get sun. And if we're really lucky, we can get what I'm looking for here. Please be vertical laser. Nope. Okay, well, we can go fission for a couple levels. Alright. We're doing sun maggot. Okay, area effect from sun also inflicts status effects from maggots. So that means a lot of baby balls. Constantly. Yeah, I think the trick would be flash. Maybe? No. I don't know. I don't have enough resources to do this. Because yeah, this is effectively just a sun that applies maggot to everything, which is kind of good, but piercing would do the trick as well. Oh well, we'll include it in the consideration. I just don't think its damage is going to be as amazing. The quantity of baby balls, though, that's going to be good. Yeah, the problem is I'm actually not leveling fast enough for some of these orbs. Bleed. Sure. And so yeah, I need more options. Man, I was kind of blasé earlier. I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go for the baby rattle because that's the most important thing. And the answer is, I don't know about that actually. I mean, my damage is still very high and this is very effective. And I'm just gonna go for that. The actual build I want ain't crystallizing in this run. So let's just try and at least make this one funny. And we're still getting a lot of evolutions. Just maybe not the ones I was aiming for. Go for this. Evolution. Gonna go for the Phantom Regalia. So now my balls bounce all the way to the back, which is going to be actually absurd. Look at that just pile back there. It's mean. Let's see. Go Diamond Hill to Dagger. We'd actually be better off hitting them from behind. But I'm going to grab that instead. Evolution. Go Maggot. If we get really lucky, we can get the wings as well. Get 3 passive evolutions in one run. I'm still thinking my hemorrhage or overgrowth sun. Does more damage than this. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Plague Sun as well. I don't know. We'll have to play around with these things. Because I'll admit, the visual level of watching everything happen in the back is extremely satisfying. Just a bunch of baby balls back there just having a time. It is funny how, like, meaningless random resources now feel. They're like, oh, it dropped some wheat for me. How quaint. A little bit of gold. Oh, that's so nice. Yep. Okay, let's go balls move faster. Boy, a mod that makes it so you can just continuously fuse things into one ball would be nutty. I hope we get some of that stuff later on. Frankly, I actually kind of wish New Game Plus had even more structures to play around with, and many of them were, like, expressly stupid. Like, very clearly not balanced in any kind of reasonable sense, but they just let you do the insane things. I don't know. And yeah, unfortunately there's no way to check if the baby balls from the broodmother are inheriting the sun damage bonus. But it also doesn't really matter. They might be. That's a lot of fire stacks that these guys are getting. It just doesn't do an amazing amount of damage. Okay. Now the real ideal is getting a bunch of balls stuck inside... Oh. Getting a bunch of balls stuck inside there, like, Can I just pierce through these? Yeah, it looks like I just pierced straight through. So there is functionally nowhere for me to aim. At least I think this is the case. Yeah, no, they just pierce straight through. It is funny that I'm playing this on such a high speed. Can't imagine playing this at a lower speed at this point. Well, that was easy. How much damage did that do? So, I think the maggots from Sun, or the baby balls from the maggot side of things were inheriting the burn effect, because that's a very high DPS. Baby ball and cornucopia, though, still absolutely insane. All right. Let's see. I suppose I should do something. I'm gonna move that there. Move one of the gold mines. If I just do that, move that down a little bit, then move this here? Or no? They shouldn't have a gap. Alright, let's send them off. And yeah, at some point I should probably consider moving stuff like the Warriors Guild and everything else further down. Oh yeah, because we especially don't need gold mines at this point. They're worthless to me. Let's see. Just move some things around. There we go. We just don't want them escaping. Harvest again. Alright, send them off to work on these. Because yeah, if we're lucky, the harvest hut. Let's see. If we're lucky, the harvest huts will trigger when we're away. Which may also mean build progress and some other things. Let's see. Let's actually have this aim that away. It's still on to progress. Harvest again. Upgrade again. That should be the final level. Yeah, luckily this cost me no money whatsoever. Okay. Are these all maxed out? They are. Just gonna set that there. Okay. Let's see. So what do we want to do? I've been trying this maggot build a bunch, and it works. Do we want to do makeshift Sisyphus physicist? See how much damage that overgrowth? Or do we want to do hemorrhage? I would still need to get sun and yeah, let's do warrior. Oh. Okay, so I'm still gonna have to get sun. I'm gonna have to get darkness. Sun, darkness. So fire, light, darkness, at least. Let's do midnight oil for some extra damage. Okay. What else do we do? Banish. I'm gonna banish charm. We're not using it. I'm gonna banish all of those. Lasers might be good. Banish that. Don't care about any of these. Light is more likely to show up than Ghostly Corset. I hope. Especially because we need light and darkness to pull this off. Probably. Ethereal Cloak, that's good stuff. Obviously, we have to level them up. And we do have to be a little leery. If an orb shows up at this point, it's going to be kind of wasted on us. So I'd like to at least get 1 or 2 more upgrades. There are options. Alright. So we're not getting a fusion here. Let's see if I get really lucky. No, I'm not. We're just going to go for a fission, get 3 levels. Okay, that sets up 2 fusions, at least. Okay, so we're looking for... Oh, hemorrhage is iron. Isn't it? Okay. So now we've got our full mix. Now the question is... I'm going to snag the Radiant Feather. I guess we don't necessarily need speed, do we? Let's get the sun. Because yeah, we should get those leveling fast. Alright. So the damage from the sun is obviously popping off. Ooh, we should go out of our way, maybe. To pick up, the Mage's Wand if we can. Am I gonna have to have a really bad fission here? I think so, yeah. Or we could do this evolution. Okay, clear things out. Oh, right. My balls pierce from every angle except for the back now, so that puts us in a good position. Reroll, let's get the iron. I should have gotten the blindfold. Damn. Wasn't thinking. Okay, not doing as much damage to him as I'd like to be. That's okay. Evolution, hemorrhage is going to solve our problems. Some of our problems, anyway. Okay, there it is. Grab that. More stacks of bleed. Yeah. And he's toast. Fission for 2 levels. Feels bad. Overgrowth. Fusion, hemorrhage, and sun. Now, if we're supernaturally lucky, and I'm not betting on it, we might be able to get set up another combo. Now, the chances of me doing Overgrowth Sun and Hemorrhage Sun on the same run would I'd require a hell of a lot of planning and an equal amount of luck. But yeah, I think I just don't level up enough for that to be the case. I mean, I could probably just do Overgrowth and sell and have that be somewhat the same effect with considerably less investment. Okay. Because yeah, we just don't have enough orbs to make it work and not enough time. Maybe if I'd started on it, or if I hadn't bothered with any other... any of the passives. You know, just picked up kind of random crap. There. That probably would have worked. That's a big chunk of experience, though. Oh, I picked fission because I'm a fool. Do we not have fusion available? We must have. I think the thing is, for this build, not nearly as visually impressive. Oh, there's the blindfold. Lucky me. Oh no, we can pick this one up. Evolution. Huh. That's fascinating. Does it not let Overgrowth fuse with Cell? Why not? It's a very strange limitation. Let's see. Is there anything else for this? No, I mean, this build's more or less perfect. I say as we then get Magic Staff for even more damage. I don't think... I mean, that doesn't affect the... that doesn't affect hemorrhage damage, admittedly. What do we even get as our last thing? I don't know. Yeah, fission. You cannot fuse Cell with Overgrowth. Weird. You know, the interesting thing is, I wonder if the Hemorrhage Sun even does damage on the return. Like, when it's slowly coming back to me from the bottom, is it still triggering its sun effects? I don't know. There's no way to check. I'd have to either vibes it or be, like, extremely selective somehow. Yeah, we're just gonna throw some random balls in here. Alright. So far, so mostly good. I think the other thing would work would be, like, trying to go for a hemorrhage sun and then a second. Anything that applies bleed. Leech would be interesting. Probably the curse more than anything else. I guess I'm just gonna hang out here. Yeah, not having the baby balls, is going to skew things, isn't it? Like, the hemorrhage is definitely taking chunks off of him. Which is very appreciated. Maybe not the third that I was looking for. Yeah, I think I'm just going to focus, fire him. It still felt pretty strong. Good time. Okay. I think we have our winner. Yeah, Sun on its own, 2,702 DPS. With Hemorrhage, it was 4,400. I'm gonna have to try that with Overgrowth. The one other thing to note is I didn't have the baby balls to compete, so that might actually give the maggot an advantage there, because you kind of have to add the two together. Hard to say. Setup doesn't work too hot with the stone mines in the way. If I had the time, I'd swap everything around so the stone mine's in the very, very back, but I don't care that much. Okay, last run. I mean, let's do Makeshift Sisyphus again. Do we want to do Physicist? Because the problem is Makeshift Sisyphus with Overgrowth, it quads its damage. Like, it's really hard not to go for. So yeah, let's do Physicist up in this mix. Snowy Shores, let's go. Okay, remind me. It's Cell and Lightning that we need, or Fire. I think I'm just gonna do a quick restart. Starting with the magic wand is good. Yeah, do we actually want movement speed? No, not really. I guess I'll grab it anyway. Let's see. Earthquake. We do have Dark. The reason why I don't like this one is it hits less often than I would like. It is the slowest hitting out of all of the combos. Yeah, I don't think we need Dark for this. Or anything. And I'll just get Vertical Laser just because. Yeah, what I really need though is Lightning. This is problematic. I think part of it is because only 2 of my balls actually do damage at the moment. Well, I guess we're going Sun. I guess that'll make the comparison point at least slightly more effective. Okay, evolution. Sun is probably going to do more damage for clearing at the moment. Now the other comparison point that I should try at some point would be to just do like sun with cell and just see how much damage that does. Probably. And you know, we still haven't done the brood the maggot holy laser. We did the other one, the wrong one. It was still effective. I think the problem is just everything dies too fast, so it doesn't matter. I wonder if this guy can get baby balls with the balls that would summon them. I've never tried. I guess what I could do is just grab brood ball if it's still in the mix. We would need cell brood. Yeah. It could be doable. Might as well grab the silver blindfold. I don't think the midnight oil is really worth going for. I think that was only like a bit of DPS. It goes 4,500, which is good, just not amazing. I think it doesn't scale particularly well into New Game Plus is the main issue. Okay. Boss is here. Right, he's kind of a stinker. Okay, let's see if I can line this up perfectly. Oh, he's not getting hit at all with that. That's rough. Okay, overgrowth. I want to upgrade sun. So I can fuse them together. Because the sooner we get the overgrowth sun going, the better. And the overgrowth damage is like 2,000. That's good stuff. Okay, evolution. That was not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Fusion. Sun and overgrowth. Air effect from sun applies overgrowth status effect as well. Which I'm still going to say I think is the better one. Hemorrhage requires just too many hits, question mark. Okay, so the tricky part is if I want to do this other combo. If I want to do this other combo, I am going to require those orbs ASAP, and would that's not what I needed. Because I think we get, what, 4 more orbs, and I'm going to need Brood Mother Ball, which might show up. Okay, it does. Okay, so Brood Mother does output. So now we need Cell. Good to know that characters that don't normally have baby balls can still get them. Let's see. I think we're going to be able to get both. Now, obviously, this is going to be somewhat scuffed. Just because the character I'm playing as, but I don't think I care deeply about any of these. Do I trying to figure if there's any that would do bonus damage for me. Grab that. Okay, let's see if we can... Yeah, so you can actually bounce off the tip of this guy. Just barely. Let's see. I don't know. Let's just do Earthquake. For reasons unknown. Okay, get the fusion. Lover's Quiver for some reason? Sure. Go for the evolution. Get Maggot. Level Maggot up. Because, yeah, we want to get Maggot up to level 3 so we can fuse them together. And do a mild comparison point. I don't think it's going to work as well as I'd like it to. Just because. Can't believe that I can actually fuse both of these with change. Alright, so now we've got the Maggot Holy Laser, which is extremely goofy. Yeah, I think the main issue is just enemies don't live long enough to make it work. However, yeah, it is very good. Definitively better than the other one. Because I think the other build is more reliant on RNG. And didn't feel like I was getting quite as many as I would have liked. Okay, that is pretty good. Evolution. Wings of the Anointed. Yeah, I'd love to see a current DPS meter. Like something that is actively calculating DPS between my current setup. Guess let's get a fire orb. None of it matters. Yeah. Okay, those lasers are really good. I don't know. But yeah, having a like live tracker for DPS would be incredibly helpful for comparing these two. Let's see. Max it out, just because we're getting a lot of these field clear bonuses. We just also kind of don't care deeply about it. So the one downer on this one is... no, we'll be fine. Because yeah, I'm not going to be able to get any of my balls into his kind of like, the ice cup when it gets to that point. But I don't think we need it. We mostly want to just park shots on him. Holy shit, is he dying extremely fast here? Damn. This is just silly. Fastest kill on him I've had. 10 minutes, too. Well, the one thing I will say is Makeshift Sisyphus is kind of in his own class. And also Physicist enables him in a really good way. Heaps. Okay, so Hemorrhage Sun, move over. Overgrowth Sun is absurd. 8,700 DPS. Despite the fact that I only had it for a little while, it launches 139. You know, actually, it kind of caught up there. Yeah, despite the fact that I only had this for like a little bit of time, this still had a DPS of 6,597. So, actually nutty good. Like, extremely so. This thing, actually not as good as I was hoping for. I guess it's because the, it maybe doesn't boost the area of effect damage of Overgrowth? I don't know. I have no idea, in fact. Well, one way or another, I'm going to say that Sun Overgrowth is probably the most broken, but, well, at least of this combo. Black Hole Sun I will have to put to the test, though that one obviously may not obey the regular rules, so it's kind of hard to say. But the Holy Laser Maggot, very good close second. And something I'll play around with more, probably. For now, I guess, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Don't know what the plan's going to be. I'm gonna try and get through New Game Plus. It's gonna take longer as part of it, though, because we have to get so many gears. But that's fine. Anyway, for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.